Good evening. Today is Sunday, February 1st, 2026. And I'm reading from the 1 Year Bible for Men by Tyndale, the King James Version. I read this in 2024, and I have to say I read it a little bit differently in 2024 than I'm reading it in this year. Last year I was also doing a puzzle called A Caesar's Calendar. But I just opened up to February 1st. I just finished January 31st today. I sometimes get behind on my reading. It's difficult for me to do this every day. But I want to read what it says here in the opening of February 1st. And I probably shared this in 2024 in a picture. But let me read it for today. It says, February is a short month by days, but supposedly long on love. Often the love celebrated is the romantic, idealized love based on feelings of infatuation and attraction. But true, sacrificial love is making the choice to show love even when the feelings are not there. Compassionate love is a type of sacrificial love. God calls us to compassionately sacrifice our needs, wants, and desires to connect with and serve others, wives, friends, or even strangers. Sometimes we love only when it is convenient or comfortable. Christ molded a different way of loving. He loved others no matter how he was treated. Christ demonstrated how to live a life of compassionate love. And his own compassionate love for us led him to sacrifice his life for our sake. As you read the passages this month, notice how Jesus loved even the least lovable in society, and ask if you are loving in the same way. If not, make this the month you start loving like Jesus. So there's a lot being said there. If, like me, you look at the word love just the same as the word live, or if you look at life as this love, that if God is love, then that must be what life is and what it is to live, being love. We are in love, this life we are living, all one in the same, ultimately love. Loving, living, life, love. And that is it. But the love celebrated is the romantic, idealized love based on feelings of infatuation and attraction. So I have all of these thoughts that I'm having from time to time about the education system. And, I can't say I had a terrible experience with education. I mean, we're all learning to live, and we think we've found out what love is, but I believe we can change what we think about love, and it would be a kind of sacrificial thing to do that, to give up on love in the infatuation and attractive, idolized way, even the romantic way. I mean, people have fun with the word love. And I use the word love. I think I love things. I think there are things that I love, and there are things that I think are good. But I use the word in the way I would use like. And the things I like may get in the way of true love. True love is not a person. True love is not something that people do. It's something that we people live. I see the word love as cursed. So I was going to read from the Bible a part of the book of Matthew, but I don't want to do that. I mean, I tried. I spent 30 minutes reading aloud on video, but I've discarded it because I don't want to do that today. It doesn't make sense to me because I feel like I have enough of my own opinion, and I don't want to twist around the words of Jesus or twist around his parable, but I feel like it's what I've done already. You know, with the way that I look at love and to be born again as to be born at all. You come into the world, you are born, right? And that is not good, not entirely good. It's obviously not the worst thing to be born, but you can't think of being born as worst. You don't know why you're born when you're born. When you're born, you're learning to live. And the way you learn to live is important. Why you're learning, to know why you're learning to live, whatever love is. Why there are three separate words that I'm trying to mold into one, it's difficult. You know, thinking before we speak, before we say, I love these headphones. I don't love these headphones. I like them. I like these headphones. Say, I love these headphones. I like these headphones. They're okay. But we can't say just because you like something, that doesn't mean you love it, right? So, you can't know you like being. You must be in love. That must be love. Being is what you have to do. Born. To be born, I can't help but to see it as being born again. What you learn after you are born, that is you learning that is you being saved, that is you being baptized. You are being baptized into the world, brought into this learning experience that is life. And yeah, maybe that's a little bit abstract because the Bible uses the language the way we use the language. And that there are 4 different words for love in the language. I don't know all the words, and I don't know what to say about all of them because one love is true. There is one true love, and true doesn't mean that it's the love you like the most, or the way you use the word love you like the most, the way you use the word you know better that you know very well than the other uses of the word love. The one love is the true love, and that is the love that matters, the love that one cannot express in words, that one must exist. That is love. But we enjoy knowing that there are more than one word for love, or more than one way of loving, more than one use of the word love. And I feel like, agnostic as I am about language in general, apologetic as I can be about the word God, when it comes to what love is, that there are 4 words, 4 different ways of using the word love, might be a problem. Might be something to talk about in the way I'm talking about it. People may be able to express their self a bit differently than I do about what love is and which love is true. Because I cannot preach to people. I can only express some thought I'm having in all my life. That there are these words, the word live, the word love, and the word life. I see them as all one thing. This is the confusion that I'm talking about. I can't. There are things that we cannot say. There must be something that I cannot say. And to say what I cannot say can only be put into words. And that's the words I'm saying. Like, there is something that I cannot say. That's something that I cannot say, I cannot think about. And those are the words to talk about what there is not to say and is not to think, what does not exist is, in so many words, of existence. So I've said myself something about love, just to have myself something to say. I do a lot of typing, and I have reasons for why I'm typing in what I've typed. So it's good to try to say something, to voice something. But I don't really want to talk about the things I'm typing, not right now. But yeah, it's good to use our voice. I've done some Bible reading, and I have to say that I'm pretty sure every page that I've read so far this year, I have read aloud. So my voice is getting kind of tired, and I'm a little weird about the way I pronounce some of the words and the tempo that I'm reading the Bible in. I don't want to read too quickly. The word "and" is showing up a lot here in the King James Version, and I know that the King James Version you can't read like another version. And reading is not the same as talking. And typing, when you're thinking what to type, you're not expressing yourself in the way you're thinking what to say. It's different. So I'm making a difference. I've taken my phone, I've put it on the tripod, I've touched my record button, I'm on the camera, I'm sitting here, there's nothing else I'm doing. So again, I was going to read the Bible. I even recorded myself for 30 minutes reading the Bible, but then I turned the page after I recorded myself reading the next day, because I was a day behind, and now I've opened to February 1st, and I thought I would read that little note there once again aloud instead of share it. So I've said that, I've done that. It's good to go on the camera. It's good to have yourself something to say, if anything. That's why this is happening.